All right, what's going on, big fat bastards, big fat bastardettes? How's everybody doing today? I came upon an infinite combo while I was working on a different Virtue of Loyalty deck because I suddenly realized as I was working on it that it had quite an interesting interaction with Weaver of Harmony here. Let's take a look at Weaver of Harmony's activated ability there. Copy target activated or triggered ability you control from an enchantment source. You can choose new targets for the copy. We won't be choosing new targets, but at the end of our turn, when Virtue of Loyalty goes onto the stack, we'll use our Weaver of Harmony to tap and then go ahead and copy this, right? And then, well, that copied ability from Virtue of Loyalty will untap Weaver of Harmony, but the original Virtue of Loyalty ability will still be there on the stack for Weaver of Harmony to copy. So as long as you have Forest to spend, you can keep on doing that for, if nothing else, a round of +1/+1 counters, right? So enter Kami of Whispered Hopes there as a everlasting, ever increasing source of mana there, right? And with the Hardened Scales effect too, you can beef up your creatures a little bit faster there, which is really nice because the way to actually pay off this infinite combo into a victory lethal damage right now is to beef up the Voldaren Thrillseeker to a lethal amount of power and then fling her in for the victory. But it doesn't have to be her because Voldaren Thrillseeker has an activated ability, just like plenty of other cards in this deck. So now, how about enter Agatha's Soul Cauldron? Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have all activated abilities of all creature cards exiled with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. So any creatures that you have out and about, as long as you have Voldaren Thrillseeker exiled with Agatha's Soul Cauldron, now all of your creatures can fling. Additionally, all of your creatures can go ahead and add X mana of any one color, where X is their power, right? We also have some other things that are really interesting with Agatha's Soul Cauldron here. We already touched on Weaver of Harmony. That activated ability is well, that's mandatory. You have to have this out in order to constantly trigger Virtue of Loyalty over and over again. So yeah, the ability to, if it dies, still bless your other creatures with its activated ability via Agatha's Soul Cauldron is, well, vital. Moving up the list here, though, Fauna Shaman to allow you to assemble the pieces of your combo here, and Fauna Shaman's extremely good because part of its cost in order to tutor for a creature is to discard a creature card, and we were just talking about Agatha's Soul Cauldron. So the Cauldron would love it if we went ahead and say discarded a Voldaren Thrillseeker, right? And then Fauna Shaman can go ahead and find a Weaver of Harmony. There's two of our Avengers assembled, right? Go ahead and eat up Voldaren Thrillseeker and stir it into Agatha's Soul Cauldron there, and yeah, you're looking really good piecing together all the pieces of this combo with Fauna Shaman here. Definitely a great card there. Cankerbloom maybe doesn't need to be in here, but it could prove useful. Spirited Companion is mildly interesting. See, obviously, not only does it draw us a card, but it pairs really well with Weaver of Harmony. And not just because of the card. Obviously, you guys have seen Selesnya enchantments enough over the last years to know that Weaver of Harmony can go ahead and double that thing's ability, right? But Weaver of Harmony can double or copy, excuse me, any activated or triggered ability from an enchantment source. So, for example, if we fling this thing, then we can use Weaver of Harmony to go ahead and copy that, right? Because if we have an Agatha, or if we have a Voldaren Thrillseeker exiled underneath our Agatha's Soul Cauldron, right? And if we have Spirited Companion out on the field, and now thanks to that Soul Cauldron, it possesses Voldaren Thrillseeker's fling ability, that will be an activated ability from an enchantment source. So yeah, Weaver of Harmony can go ahead and get some nice flings there too. That's just some pretty interesting tech we have. Additional tech that we have, and with Agatha Soul Cauldron, once again, it's such an integral part of this combo. It's really wild. Skrelv here can maybe help you protect your combo pieces, right? Because well, what a god tier activated ability there. Maybe just maybe you'll use it to also force through some of your lethal damage, right? If you maybe you had the whole combo, but minus Voldaren Thrillseeker, so you couldn't actually get the fling in, but nevertheless, you could still use Virtue of Loyalty and Weaver of Harmony and whatever else you had on the field to grow them, grow all of your creatures, right, as far as you want, as far as, I guess, the the in-game timer will allow you to, right? So, yeah, as long as you can untap with your creatures there, don't get wiped, you could still have a really good turn, even if you quote unquote go infinite, but don't wind up closing the game there. So I went ahead and I filmed a game against Sparky to go ahead and demonstrate this combo because I don't really play a lot of combos. It's not my thing, but you know I found this while I was working on another deck, and I thought I would give it as a Christmas present to you guys. By the way, links in the description to donate to me if you want to give me a Christmas present back. Oh, and before we start again, Invasion of Ixalan, just for consistency, these are some other routes you can go. There's a lot of rares in this deck for what ultimately might prove to be a gimmick, you know, but nevertheless, it is a functional infinite combo. So if you have these can help you with consistency too, right? Getting permanents into your hand. Maybe you don't want to invest in Fauna Shaman. The Huntsman's Redemption. I did this yesterday on stream. One of my viewers was smart enough to point out that this could be really nice in this deck too, since it's another creature tutor. And maybe it's a little more reliable because Fauna Shaman does have to, you know, live. Although it doesn't have to live, right? Because if it dies, hopefully it doesn't get exiled. But yeah, if you get it underneath Agatha's Soul Cauldron, maybe that's better. I don't know. An Invasion of Ikoria could be interesting too. You know, if those are the rares that you have, go for them. They're pretty good. But here's the video against Sparky that I filmed for illustrative purposes. Thank you, like my stream, and bye-bye, everybody. This is a pretty good hand. Yeah, we pretty much have everything that we need to pull off the infinite here. Let's go ahead and start, man.
Let's get started.
Get this one down. All right, we've got the Kami to untap and provide us untold mana and speed things up with the Hardened Scales effect in terms of getting a Voldaren Thrillseeker to a lethal power level. This is it, man. Got Spirited Companions to draw into the pieces nice and quick. Wow. Let's go ahead and do this one, right? Or just short of going infinite right now. Unfortunately, no Weaver of Harmony. Fauna Shaman, beautiful. Now we can actually piece together this combo. Very good. Starting next turn when it can actually tap. For now, we're feeling blessed to finally be able to assemble the Avengers. The first thing we'll get is Weaver of Harmony. We should be all ready to go. Wow, perfect. Agatha's Soul Cauldron, so I can actually illustrate this. Very good. Let's start with Fauna Shaman here. We'll discard Voldaren Thrillseeker. Go ahead and get Weaver of Harmony. Now, right now, we can already win. All we have to do is use Agatha's Soul Cauldron to go ahead and exile Voldaren Thrillseeker, right? Let's go ahead and do that, as a matter of fact, right now. We're going to wait one turn to establish the infinite combo here. But, yeah, at this point, let's take a look. All of our creatures... Oh, sorry. All of our creatures with counters on them have Agatha's ability there, the fling ability, thanks to her Soul Cauldron there. So why don't we go and pass the turn, and then we'll illustrate the infinite combo when Sparky passes back to us. Okay, Sparky takes away our perfect game. All right, well, let's make him regret it, man. So here's what we're going to do. We could obviously attack. But let's say hypothetically we couldn't here. So instead of attacking, let's go ahead and pass to the end step where this infinite combo will occur now. So we'll go ahead and Weaver of Harmony is on the very right side of the screen. Okay, well, we'll use Weaver of Harmony to copy one of those, right? Full control on. So now when that gets copied, Weaver of Harmony untaps to go ahead and copy it again. And what we can do is, while we're at it, how about we go ahead and we start adding Untold Mana, right? I don't currently have a mana sink for all of this mana to go into. The lethal kill here is going to be the Voldaren Thrillseeker, but maybe another one will be released, right? Another nice X value spell you can sink all this mana into, because we're going to have Untold Mana in here. I mean, you can really just keep going and going and going. As a matter of fact, we could even sacrifice the Kami here right now, right, to the Voldaren Thrillseeker's effect, the fling effect, right? We could then exile it with Agatha's Soul Cauldron, and everything else would have the Kami's activated ability. But I'll keep it on the field now because they wouldn't get its Hardened Scales effect. And I'd like that just to show the bigger numbers here. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's just add a bunch of every color. That way it looks nice. Let's get a good aesthetic going on. Right, so as we can see, this can probably go on and on and on forever. Let's go ahead and finish up with our colors really fast. Add some more of these to the stack. And then the idea is that you make your Voldaren Thrillseeker here nice and big. Obviously, it started out before this turn pretty big, but yeah, you could just keep on going forever and ever and ever. Make it as big as you want, as big as your opponent will allow. And as a matter of fact, what we could do is we could go ahead, and since we have the Voldaren Thrillseeker under Agatha's Soul Cauldron, right? Let's see, do we have enough creatures to pull this off here? Let's see. Let's sacrifice. Boom. Let's take off full control. Put it back on. Oh, nope, nope, not that, not that, not that. Right here. And just to be illustrative right here, let's go ahead and do this. To be further nice and illustrative here, let's exile Weaver of Harmony now. Let's put its activated ability underneath Agatha's Soul Cauldron. So now, right, why don't we go ahead and use the Weaver of Harmony's ability just one more time to show that we can do it, right? We don't need it on the field. With Agatha's Soul Cauldron, any of our creatures will be able to pull off any of the abilities or activated abilities underneath her. Right? How cool is that, man? Right? Let's add a little bit more for good luck here, and then why don't we go ahead and get our last flings in? Remember, boys and girls, if you enjoyed this little Christmas present that Big Fat MTG got for you, I got links in my description there, and you can go ahead and buy me a coffee and pay $5 in and help Big Fat MTG out with a little Christmas gift back to him for the nice little infinite combo there. It's got some more refinement to do, but Agatha's Soul Cauldron really helps you out with consistency, right? So that way all you need to do is accumulate the activated abilities of the creatures rather than actually have each of those creatures out there. With Skrelv under here, it's really nice because you can protect all your creatures, right? Wow, yeah, there you go, boys and girls. Also, the Fauna Shaman is really good too, of course, because it does like double or even triple duty, right? Because Fauna Shaman, it not only discards the creature cards that, right, you can exile it to Agatha's Soul Cauldron, but it goes ahead and you do need a couple of you need to go and find a couple of different things to piece them all together. So yeah, Fauna Shaman is great there, and plus it's an activated ability. So if you lose your Fauna Shaman, you can turn another creature into a Fauna Shaman, just like we did at the end there, turning our Voldaren Thrillseeker or whatever it was into a Weaver of Harmony too there. So yep, thank you guys. Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. Links in the description if you want to be generous and donate to Big Fat MTG. I hope I've earned it from you guys this year. Wow. All right. Thank you for watching my video. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and enjoy, boys and girls.